Alright? It's time to solve 3 murders. I have a fact that says the man who answered the phone committed murder with the knife. That was Monsieur Burnett. He's a murderer, and his weapon was the knife. Now let's mark all that down on your fact sheet. Let's try another. The weapon held by Miss Peach was used to commit murder in the hotel room. Now Miss Peach held the knife, so that means the knife was used in the hotel room. I can note that by connecting. But if I know that Monsieur Burnett used the knife and the knife was used in the hotel room, Monsieur Burnett killed somebody in the hotel room. I can enter that right here on the accusation. Now, who was it he bumped off? Another fact. The woman who left the hotel died in the room with a radio. Madame Rose left the hotel, so she's the victim. But where was that radio? That's it! The hotel room! Madame Rose died in the hotel room. Well, that makes her Brunette's victim, and we've solved the first murder in the game. Now let's go on to murder number 2. I have a fact that says the woman who was with Monsieur Burnett committed murder with the gun. That makes Miss Peach. Now she's the murderer, and her weapon was the gun. Now let's mark all that down on your fact sheet. Now let's try another. The weapon held by Mrs. Peacock was used to commit murder in the billiard room. Now Mrs. Peacock held the gun, so that means the gun was used in the billiard room. I can note that by connecting. But if I know that Miss Peach used the gun and the gun was used in the billiard room, Miss Peach killed somebody in the billiard room. I can enter that right here on the accusation. Now, who was it she bumped off? Another fact. The lady who approached a bird cage died in the room with a pool table. Miss Scarlet approached a bird cage, so she's the victim. But where was the pool table? That's it! The billiard room! Miss Scarlet died in the billiard room. Well, that makes her the victim of Miss Peach, and we've solved the second murder in this game. Alright, now let's go to number 3. I have a fact that says the man who came through the door, he committed murder with the rope. That makes it Mr. Green. He's the murderer, and his weapon was the rope. Now let's mark all that down on your fact sheet. Let's try another. The weapon held by Sergeant Gray was used to commit murder in the dining room. Sergeant Gray held the rope, so that means the rope was used in the dining room. I can note that by connecting it. But if I know that Mr. Green used the rope and the rope was used in the dining room, Green committed murder in the dining room. I can enter that right here on the accusation. Now, who was it he bumped off? Another fact. The woman who saw her name in the paper died in the room with the telephone. Mrs. Peacock saw her name, so she's the victim. But where was that telephone? That's right, the dining room. Mrs. Peacock died in the dining room. Well, that makes her Mr. Green's victim, and we've solved all 3 murders in this game.